Right then, people, I thought I would jump in with a late one. This is a fresh one, fresher than me, that would go to fucking bed. But since we haven't been able to do the live stream tonight because, well, Newcastle haven't been able to announce Trippier. I didn't want to do another Trippier video without it this time being official, without it being properly announced. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So I'm hearing, obviously, Trippier will be announced tomorrow, will be at St James's Park with the kit out in black and white and the scarves and everything. Official announcement tomorrow, so an official live stream tomorrow for that one, and any other videos that pop up throughout the day, probably a reaction to what he said about the club, all of that stuff. Anyways, this one, late one, is a big one, right? £22.5 million bid, plus Sean Longstaff for Lucas Digne at Everton, the left back, who wants to move away from Everton. Now, this would be an unreal signing. I mean, if we could get Lucas Digne at left back, we've already got Kieran Trippier at right back, and then get a Tarkowski, a Cody, a Botman at centre back. That would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely unbelievable. We would have arguably one of the best defences in the league, apart from obviously your top two, top three. I mean, those players, Digne, Botman and Trippier, will get into every other Premier League side, bar Man City and Liverpool. That defence would be ridiculous, and those are positions we massively need to strengthen. However, the Lucas Digne one isn't looking too promising in terms of that he wants a move to London. So Talk Sport and all the other people are going to be loving that, aren't they? Like, oh, who would want to move to Newcastle? Apparently Lucas Digne wants to go to London. I think more so the fact because Chelsea and West Ham are linked, two clubs that are playing in Europe. West Ham in the Europa League, Chelsea in the Champions League. I'm not sure if we'll get this one done because of the fact that there's lots more people interested, lots more clubs interested in a better position than us in the league. I mean, Sky Sports was saying today, you know, not much of a better project in world football at the minute than Newcastle United, than the new Newcastle United, the takeover, the ambition and everything. But obviously the fact that they're in Europe, you know, it's going to sway. It would sway you, wouldn't it? It would sway anyone, let's be honest. So the fact that they're in there, apparently there's offers from abroad as well. But at least we're showing intent. At least we're putting the first bid in there. We're on the market for them. We're letting them know we're interested. Rafa obviously loves Sean Longstaff, so that could play a part. You know, it's Rafa that's fell out with Lucas Digne. That's why he wants to leave. You know, he hasn't been playing. Lucas Digne questioned Benitez's tactics. So they've had a public falling out. Everton want to cash in on him. Player wants to move, so he will leave. He will leave. Fabrizio Romano said he's definitely leaving this January. But he also said that he probably won't come to Newcastle. But he said that nothing was going to happen. We're trying to make something happen. We're putting in bids here. Big bids as well. Good offer that. £22.5 million plus Sean Longstaff, who's probably, what, a £10 million rated player, £8 million? This day and age, easy. You know, and we know how Rafa did with him. He was unreal in a Rafa, so Rafa could definitely get something out of Longstaff, you would have thought. It's showing the club's intent as well by putting Longstaff in there, you know, seeing that he's not part of the plans, clearly. We've got bigger fish to fry than you now, Sean, eh? See you later, son. Yeah? Give them Kieran Clark and I'll give them Jeff Hendrick. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I mean, no one's going to want them. But it's interesting, to be fair, that we've chucked in Longstaff because we could easily just chuck money at it. But we're trying to be a bit smart with it. You know, we've got a very smart deal with £12 million for Trippier. Much lower price than lots of people thought and anticipated. Lucas Digne was meant to be 35 million. Obviously, we're trying to make 10 million or so up for it by giving them Sean Longstaff. So it's an interesting one. It's one to keep an eye on. Did I turn Australian for a minute? It's one to keep an eye on and see how things develop. Obviously, late at night, when I'm saying late at night, I must be getting old. It's not even 10:30. But we'll see if anything happens tomorrow for it. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's going to be a lot going on tomorrow with Trippier's official announcement coming. See if Everton respond to it, see if the player responds to it. Apparently so far the player would prefer a move to Chelsea or West Ham. We'll wait and see. But we've got the money, we've got the ambition, we've got the project. Let's see how it unfolds. Let us know what you think of the rumours linking Lucas Digne to Newcastle. A left back would be amazing to join Trippier at right back, and then a centre back and a centre mid or a striker. It's going to be a quality window, so stay tuned to the Map by Channel TV for all the latest transfer updates. Enjoy yourselves.